Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen, viewers, subscribers, and our supporters, and of course, our honorable caregivers who are watching us. We welcome you all once again to our Talk on Dementia series. And this time again, we have our very renowned clinician with us, Dr. Amir Ali, all the way from Nottinghamshire, England, United Kingdom. So, ladies and gentlemen, in this exciting episode, we're again going to talk about dementia, but this time we're going to talk about something different. And this time around, we're going to talk about diagnosis. That means, how do you diagnose dementia? How is it diagnosed? What are the symptoms, that warn you actually, and the symptoms that you need to consider? So, again, we have Dr. Amir Ali with us, who is going to, explain the topics, explain how the diagnosis is conducted, and before we begin, I am going to share the profile of our speaker. So Dr. Amir Ali is a consultant physician. He is currently associated with the Nottingham University Hospitals NHS Trust. Dr. Amir Ali is a geriatric consultant with interest in dementia and end-of-life care. Sir, we really want to thank you once again. Despite your commitments, despite your busy schedule, you always manage to give us some of your time, not even some of your time, in fact, a lot of your time, and, help us in making these episodes so productive. Thank you, sir.
Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hajra and Zainab and everybody else, thank you for giving me the opportunity. ये मैं उर्दू इंग्लिश मिक्स करता रहूँगा तो मुझे I apologize for that. The more I have understood this and the more I understand what you're trying to achieve, this is amazing. पाकिस्तान में लोगों को डिमेंशिया के बारे में इतना मालूम नहीं है और मैं पिछले कुछ 10 दिन कुछ लोगों से भी बात करता रहा और everybody that I spoke to thought this was a brilliant idea, and I salute your team and how you are approaching this. And I am just a small cog in this great effort that all of you are creating here. And I hope that similar things will be done for other diseases that are currently ignored in Pakistan. So let's start from a bit of an introduction to dementia again. We talked about it last time. So in plain English, what is dementia? So dementia is memory loss, which occurs over time. But it is not just memory. It is about how do you talk to people? How do you perform your daily activities? How do you do a purposeful action? एक चीज आप करना चाहते हैं, आप कुछ लिखना चाहते हैं, आप एक शॉपिंग लिस्ट बनाना चाहते हैं, आप कोई जो काम करने वाले लोग थे वो कुछ बनाना चाहते हैं अपने हाथ से और उनसे ये हो नहीं सकता, वो डिसाइड नहीं कर सकते कैसे करना है, वो प्लान नहीं कर सकते कैसे करना है, और दैट इज ऑल डिमेंशिया. और डिमेंशिया जो है वो कुछ ओवर टाइम वर्स होता जाता है. वो मतलब जो आप पहले कर सकते थे वो नहीं अब कर सकते, और इट कम्स टू अ पॉइंट where it is interfering with your daily activity, how you spend your time daily, how you do things, that activity is interfered. And और डिमेंशिया में एक और चीज जो है कि डिमेंशिया के साथ चीजें चल रही होती हैं. So you don't suffer from dementia, you live with dementia. और वो एक इम्पोर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट है कि जब हम डायग्नोसिस की बात करेंगे, जो कि आज का टॉपिक है, कि डिमेंशिया के साथ साथ और कुछ चल रहा होता है. तो ये तो था जस्ट ब्रीफ ऑफ इंट्रोडक्शन ताकि मैं पिछले लेक्चर से कनेक्ट कर सकूं. तो आप सवाल पूछें.
Definitely, sir. We'll begin the question answer session. So these are some of the most general, some of the most frequently asked questions people, have, especially the caregivers, when they have been, when they're told that their loved one has been diagnosed with dementia, and, it's a very heart-wrenching experience for them. In fact, before the heart-wrenching experience, the news that breaks their heart that, okay, it's dementia. And what are we supposed to do now? So we're going to ask you, a series of questions. And the first question is going to be asked by?
It's me.
Okay, perfect.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam.
It's a pleasure to have you with us today again.
Thank you.
So, the very first question is what are the early signs of dementia which prompt us to get it diagnosed right away?
Thank you, Zainab. This is really the one of the most important questions when I teach people about dementia and I teach them my medical students. So everybody is forgetful. I'm sure if you called my wife and asked, "Is your husband forgetful?" and she says he is always forgetful. He forgets to do things, and I tell him all the time these things. But there are things I don't suffer from dementia. Dementia is when the memory loss starts disrupting normal life. It is little things that are annoying to the person and to the caregivers and to the people living around them. It is small challenges of doing normal problem solving. So forgetting my nephew's name for a day is not dementia. Forgetting to turn the lights off is not dementia. Forgetting to get something on your way back from work is not dementia. But dementia is if you forget to turn the gas off, you forget to close the door behind you and leave it open. That is dementia. It starts interfering with your life. You forget to put shoes on and walk outside. Those are things that are dementia. So it is also about you can't do the maths of your account book, which you were able to do before. You start having mistakes in your cash register when you're working in a shop. That is dementia. And it is difficulty in completing familiar tasks. So knotting a tie, shoelaces, making food, for example, doing a recipe. Those are little things, but they are familiar things that you've done all your life and you're not able to do them. Then we progress on, and it is confusion with time and place. So confusion with time and place is that you start waking early. You start mixing between evening and afternoon. Those and you go and start making your dinner when it is time just past lunch, and that is confusion. Or you forget where your friend lives when you have gone to their house many times. And so these are early signs of dementia, and then you come to a stage when you have problems with completing words or completing sentences, or not able to write the sentences that you used to be able to write, and you start making abnormal decisions. And because of that, people start making fun of you, and they start questioning you, and sometimes spouses or children start becoming angry with you, and and your friends stop seeing you because you've missed something. And because of that, you start withdrawing from work, and then you are in a spiral. And you withdraw from work, you withdraw from social activities, stop going to weddings or birthday parties, and that whole circle becomes worse and worse over time. And one of the important things which we talked about last time was also change in mood and personality. So we see patients and relatives come and loved ones come, or daughters and wives or husbands come and says, "This is not the person I married. This is not my father." These are common statements that something is different. He is not the same person as it is. So those are early signs of dementia. And when you see that, when your loved one, and this is what we need to educate people, grandchildren, children, brothers, sisters, about when you see somebody, their loved one, who've got this going on, they need to seek help. They need to go to the appropriate physician to get some help, to get a diagnosis. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you for the very valuable information. So the question that I want to ask